Alright guys, welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. So today I thought I'd try something a little bit different, and I'll explain why. I put the GoPro on my chin yesterday during my Mod 2 training, and I really like the look that it gave. I like the fact that I could see the handlebar, all this area here on the XVS 1300, and just gave my kind of point of view of riding rather than on top of my helmet. This isn't going to be something I'm going to do all the time. It's something I'm just going to do for motor vlogs, some content that I put on the internet. As far as everyday riding goes, just general security on my bike, kind of like as the dash cam, I'll be having it on top of my helmet just because it's slightly out of my way. And balls, I've just taken the wrong turn in. Yeah, so I'll be having the camera on top of my helmet just for everyday riding, but then when I do motor vlogs I'm going to be having it on my chin like this, because I mean you can see my hands and everything else. The one problem is having a modular helmet, you've got to mount it in a specific way. Also, the next issue you've got is a mic, and the reason I use an external microphone is obviously better audio, but I use an external recorder because I don't know why. I mean, a lot of people have this problem on drift, and I seem to have a similar sort of issue on GoPro. Is on the external recorder I use the Zoom H1. The problem is after that I have to sync audio up, and it just sometimes takes a bit longer when I can't be arsed, and I've also got to means I've got to have it in my jacket. But when I'm not talking, when it's quiet and there's not a lot of audio going through the Zoom H1, the audio is clean. There is no hiss in the background, there is no that all crackly bits, and there's no static, nothing like that. And a lot of problem people have with drift is a high-pitched tone, and the problem that I seem to have with GoPro is there seems to be like a hiss or a bit of a crackle from the mic adapter. So that's why I use the Zoom H1, but today I am not doing that. I'm on my Mod 2 training. I want just a little bit better audio. I want to be able to hear the exhaust. I might want to talk a little bit, I don't know. So I've got the mic adapter plugged in, and then that's just routed into my helmet. I'll try and see if I can see it in a mirror. There, you might be able to, you might not. Okay, now that's a bit tight. Yeah, so I thought I'd do that, and I mean the only problem is with that and this mic, GoPro records very loud. So I would just all I have to do is turn the volume down just a little bit when I'm editing the video. So yeah, it's just something I thought I'd try. So it's a new position. The one little problem I've got, the buckle for the front, it pulls the camera out a little bit too far. So I've ordered another little extension piece, because on GoPro all the extension pieces you get, one, say the little tube like that, one of the slots is that way, and then when you get to the top it's that way. I need them both the same way, just to extend it forward just a little bit, rather than having to have a couple of pieces joined together. In fact, I'll tell you what, just up here on the left hand side somewhere, I will put a photo up of it. It doesn't look the greatest, but it doesn't get in the way of my view. I can see that it's still recording, well, just. It gives this look at the front of the cockpit. I mean, on this bike it's a bag of shit on this bike, but on the XVS it should be nice. I'm going to test the positioning later. Under my seat in this bike I've got a second GoPro, which I'm going to, I think today I'm going to attach it somewhere, maybe, in fact, you know, I might even put it on the foot pegs on the XVS, just try and give it a different perspective, because I really want a motor vlog on that bike, and I want to take it out, but obviously I'm still doing my training, so the best I can kind of get at the moment is just a video of me riding around, which I've put a few of them up. And the downside is that I would like a better sound to come from it. One of the downsides maybe to this mic that I'm using, it's a unidirectional microphone, which that means it picks unidirectional, which means it picks sound up directly in front of it rather than all around it. It concentrates mainly on, what a dickhead, right on the wrong side of the road. So anyway, yeah, this mic picks up sound directly in front of it, which kind of eliminates a lot of ambient sound. Not all of it, but it does eliminate a lot of ambient sound. So I don't know if I'm going to hear the exhaust or not. All I know is there's going to be less wind noise at higher speeds. Well, there should be. But anyway, yeah, we'll see. I don't know what it's going to be like, but I think regardless I'm going to put this little bit of a motor vlog up, just to show my point, because I might be able to do something about that crackle, I might not be able to. Anyway, on another note, not yesterday, day before, on Saturday, we went on our Mod 2 training, but rather than doing test routes, the instructor took us around all around the Peak District, which was absolutely amazing. Temperature was about 16 and 17 degrees, so around 62 Fahrenheit. It was just perfect. It was just a perfect day. Rather than just going around test routes and saying, well, this is the kind of way we be going, and learning all more slower control around traffic, etc. We went around and did road positioning, engine braking, all the stuff that you'll be doing at a bit more speed, riding around slightly more dangerous roads, windy roads. Which it was just, I don't know, it was one of the best days I've had in years. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing it again. Maybe as soon as I've passed, I'll try and organise a ride out, invite obviously everyone along, get a bit of a motovlogger ride out. But yeah, no, it really was amazing. So with this chin mount, it was a little bit iffy on the XVS on Saturday. Obviously I just chucked it on there and just tried for the best. I've tried to reposition it since then because I really like the look that it gives, although you look less of a dickhead with a GoPro on the front of your chin as you do with it on top of your helmet. But yeah, I have really liked the look that it gives. I was going to get a Sony cam to put on the outside of my helmet, which I still might get yet, or to get on the, when I say the outside I mean the left or the right. So yeah, I still might get one, yeah, I don't know. I definitely won't be ever getting a drift again. The other day, I think it was a car biker put it up, or one of the motovlogging lot that that are around in England, put it up about that they kind of figured out the issue with it crashing, which it did. It used to crash all the time, and they put up that they put on there, and obviously the best way is to start the camera up, give it 30 seconds or so before you even start recording. But my issue with that is, you shouldn't have to. Spending £300, well, that's when I bought it as well. Spending around £300 on a camera, you want to be able to press a button and it start recording. You don't want to have to figure out a way to make it record without it breaking. So that was my only issue, and the fact that when I contacted Drift about it, it's kind of, oh yeah, it's your fault. You've not got a great memory card. I'm a photographer for a living. I've got every single type of memory card you can think of, from slow to the absolute best, to memory cards that these cameras don't support because they are too good, yet none of them work great. I mean, at this one now, in this GoPro, I have a SanDisk Extreme, SanDisk Extreme 32GB Class 10 Part 3 card, and in the GoPro under my seat that will be on my XVS later, that's got a Lexar 644 times speed, which is also a Class 10, the fastest that a GoPro will support. And yeah, it's Drift used to blame me, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. And then eventually I lost it. It came off of my bike, and that would just give me every reason just to stick with GoPro. So I'll be picking up a new GoPro at some point soon. I use 2 4 silvers, but I'm going to be getting the 4 black, and that is mainly for the 4K option, but it's not to put videos up at 4K. That's so I've got the ability to crop into it and remove distortion if I want to use it for anything other than motovlogging. So yeah, anyway, yeah, let me know what you think of this position. I'm assuming on this bike it's going to look a little bit shit because you're going to see a lot of this area here. I think that taxi wants to come in here. Right, so this is a bus lane that we're in, but at the same time, not many bikers, I don't think many bikers actually see it. There are signs at the top and near the bottom that say that bikes can come in here. Look, we're passing one now. I'm trying to slow motion it. So being a bike in this lane always pisses these cars off, because a lot of these drivers seem to have a huge sense of importance. It's their road, they have 4 wheels. Ah, bollocks to you. So the weather is absolutely beautiful today, a bit misty this morning, so I've chucked a little foam insert thing inside the GoPro which stops all the misting up. So I mean, there, some of the cars that move over for you like that, there's, it takes a second, stick your thumb out, show a little bit of courtesy, thanking them. So yeah, although I'm not actually sure how the audio is going to come out on this video, I'm still going to put it up anyway. Depending on what it sounds like when I get home, I may do this more often just for the convenience factor. I don't know yet, we'll see, because my zoom's it's not always practical to use the Zoom H1. This is a little bit more convenient. The kind of the big downside to it is the fact that my camera's no longer, or the case is no longer fully waterproof because I've got an open side panel on it. So I may only just motovlog in better weather, even when it's wetter. Oh, a bit of a tongue twister there. So yeah, as I was saying, depending on how the audio comes out, whether this is alright or whether this mic's too sensitive, if it's not picking enough of the ambient sound out when I get on the XVS, I'll still be using this mic for professional use, just because it mainly picks up all sound in front of it. But as far as motovlogging goes, I think I'm going to get myself a Rode SmartLav, which is a omnidirectional microphone. This is another thing I do quite like about the chin mount, is the perspective it kind of gives when you are going around corners, or when you are manoeuvring with the bike. Like when you're giving it something like this, it just kind of sways a little bit more in the video, which I do really like. And the one thing I've been missing about having it somewhere like this is the fact that I've not been able to use Super View. Using Super View on top of my helmet, it gets most of the helmet in, and I really didn't like that. So this, it just seems to fit everything, and it's so bloody wide. Yeah, so as I said, I am currently off to Shire's motorcycle training in Derby. I am almost there. I don't even know why I have the sat nav on. Yeah, I'm almost there. It's just around the corner. And I've decided I think I might name my bike Lucy. I'm going to call her Lucy for a bit, see how she feels. If she likes that, that's what she's going to be called. Right guys, so that's me, I'm here now. Right, don't forget, if you like the video, to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to see any more, click on the channel, click videos, and they're all there. Right, take care all, have a good day, and ride safe.